Guys, we're finally back for another video. I know it's been a little bit. In this video, I'm going to break down how I made over $800 from my various online income streams for August 2021. So this video is a little bit late because I took a little bit of a hiatus from publishing YouTube content. But if you guys are new to my channel, I talk about Amazon, e-commerce, print on demand, KDP, and a lot more. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and also head over to my blog where I publish these every single month, skipwithben.com. So without further ado, let's go ahead. We're going to hop into the computer. I'm going to break down each of my online income streams and show you guys how much I made from each one. Alright guys, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I also publish these over on my blog, skipwithben.com. So if you guys want to read along with this video, or if you want to go a little bit deeper into these income reports, head over there or click the link down below in the description. So in this report, again, I'm going to cover each of the income streams that help me generate $806.56 in semi-passive income online, and then also talk about at the end of this video some of the projects that we're working on to kind of grow each of these businesses. So one of the big changes last month in July, I hit 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So thank you guys if you're subscribed. If not, subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more about print on demand, e-commerce, etc. But after that, I took kind of a hiatus from creating YouTube content that's been almost 3 months now, which is super nice. I had a lot of other stuff going on, but my YouTube income stream was definitely down, and same with some of the other metrics across my business. So overall this month, I had 10 different income streams that helped me generate this $800 in profit. And as always, the largest two were still merch by Amazon at 52% and YouTube at 27%. And this is pretty consistent. My annual average right now is that I'm making normally about $750, $800 per month. Hopefully that'll go up in Q4, and most of that comes from merch by Amazon and YouTube, and this month was no different. So my 10 different income sources this month were merch by Amazon, YouTube, Amazon print on demand, which is FBM orders on Amazon Seller Central. So I'm using the Printful and Printify integrations. Not a big piece of my business right now, but I am planning on continuing to grow this, and I'm adding new products there. Spreadshirt, Redbubble, Zazzle, Etsy, affiliate income, and Medium. And before we get into this, some of these are very small amounts of income, but I wanted to include them in this report because the goal with these is to be as transparent as possible so that you can continue coming back and looking at these videos or these reports a year from now and see kind of the progress and go back in time to kind of look at what I've done month by month, as almost a way to kind of give you guys an inside look and hopefully some inspiration and motivation to grow your side hustles as well. So outside of the income streams, and before we kind of get into this, some of the main things I was focused on this month were making improvements to my merch by Amazon account because that is my biggest income generator. So I wanted to put a little bit more attention on that business. So I did go ahead and get a bunch of new designs actually created. I created some myself. And then outside of that, my income from merch by Amazon was actually up 10% this month, which helped, and I had some affiliate income payouts, which also kind of helped to bolster this income. My YouTube, it was down. I didn't publish any new videos in August, so overall my metrics were all off. And Etsy was also down, which is normally kind of the third largest income source, but it was down because I had all of my listing renewal fees hit this month. But on the positive side, I have a bunch of exciting projects going on in the background that I'm excited to tell you guys a little bit more about. Most notably, I'm now doing self-publishing, and so I have my first 2 books, which are kind of nearing completion now here at the beginning of November. And so hopefully in the next couple weeks, we'll go into kind of launch mode with these books. So these are going to be published on Amazon in ebook format, paper book, hardcover, and eventually Audible audiobooks as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. Merch by Amazon this month made a grand total of $450.46 in royalties. That came from 160 units sold. And I'll just show you guys my metrics over here as well. But most of my sales are coming from the US, so almost all of them actually. I had 1 sale in Japan this month, none in the UK or European markets, which are I normally get a couple sales there, so those were down this month. But in total, that brought in about $450 in royalties across the board. In August, I didn't advertise whatsoever, but one of the big things I'm focusing on that I'll kind of give you guys an update on in the next income report is that we did start running PPC campaigns on my merch by Amazon account. When I say we, I have a full-time freelance PPC guy that I work with, and we have experience with PPC for FBA products, so we just are running some experiments with merch by Amazon. But this month, all of my returns came from the US. Mostly all of my sales obviously came from the US. And as always, kind of the biggest products sold were standard t-shirts. And as you guys can see down here in the darker colors. So black and what's this one? Navy. Black and navy were the largest, and then I had a couple other colors trickle in, a couple pop sockets, tank tops, some phone cases, and sweatshirts. But the big thing we are doing is gearing up for PPC, and then I also started doing some scaled designs. So I haven't really tested this enough to make a video on it yet, but probably in the next month or so. So I've been using Canvas Titans with Canva to go ahead and create these. So Canvas Titans allows you to essentially add a Google Chrome extension into your Google Chrome that plugs in with Canva, and you can switch out phrases very quickly. So you could make a shirt that says, this is my accounting t-shirt, and then switch out the word accounting with any other profession, right? And so I've been using these to create a ton of different designs that I can actually use to fill up my tier 6000 slots, because right now with the changes, I've been publishing a lot of products, except I'm maxing out pretty quickly because I only have about 360 uploads per day. So that's kind of one big thing I'm focusing on, and I hope to bring you guys another video on that pretty soon in the future. So overall, strong month for Merch by Amazon. It's up 10% from the previous month. So we're seeing some positive gains there, and hopefully those will continue into Q4. The next one was Amazon Print on Demand, which I only made $1.12 in profit. I had one t-shirt unit ordered on Seller Central via the Printful integration. So what I'm doing there is publishing all of my designs to Printful and then pushing them over to Seller Central using GTIN exemption, which I have another video on. Maybe I'll link somewhere on the screen. So that helps with essentially bypassing the need for any kind of barcodes and makes it really easy to publish products over on Seller Central. Now, right now I maybe have 500 or 600 designs over there. The listings are not optimized, so that's kind of going to be the next project. After I publish all my products over on t-shirts on Seller Central, I'm going to continue adding other products and also spend some time optimizing those listings to hopefully get some of that indexing and organic search volume and ranking built in. So hopefully we'll see more on Amazon Print on Demand, but this month I just had one sale. The third income stream, so YouTube, my second largest. I didn't publish any videos in the month of, actually I published 2 new videos in August. Okay, I published 2 new videos in August at the very beginning of the month, and that was pretty much it. So right after I published those 2, I actually took a break, and accordingly, pretty much all my metrics were down. My views were down, my watch time hours, my subscribers. I still gained 185 new subscribers. So that brought me up to about 10,200 subscribers in total on YouTube, and I made $238.29. And I publish also my top, 5 most viewed videos in any given month most of the time in these income reports. So I have these kind of 5 videos that tend to be the largest, and kind of ironically, none of them are really about Merch by Amazon, even though that's kind of where I started my channel. Most of them are now about Etsy, Printify and Etsy, Spreadshirt, eBay, and Printful. So kind of interesting to see where the views are coming from. I always think the metrics are pretty interesting there, and YouTube gives a ton of data related to your analytics, which is kind of cool. Okay, KDP, I already mentioned at the beginning of this video, I am working now in the background on 2 self-published ghostwritten books. So I'm using the Urban Writers, and I went and did a ton of research in August and September on different niches, and then picked 2 niches to go into and actually wrote some outlines, did a little bit of cursory research, keyword research, etc. And then I passed all that info over to the Urban Writers, and they are working right now on creating 2 books for me. So these will be full books, about maybe 130-ish pages, which will publish over on Amazon in all the different formats. So that's something I'm really excited about. We're going to throw some ad spend at those. We have a bunch of cool promotional things we're going to run with those. So I'm excited to hopefully also kind of add that to my YouTube channel and start talking more about that. But for this month, KDP, so my low and no content books, I published a little bit more aggressively in the last month. I hadn't published in maybe a year, but I think I added about 30 or 40 new low and no content notebooks using both Vexels, PixelPod, and a few other tools that I mentioned in this report. So in total this month, I had 6 books that were sold. I have 878 books live, and I made $11.37 from these books. Now I'll always say this, but the books that I did have published for the last year and a half were very low quality. I took my Merch by Amazon designs, converted them, put them on a black cover, and published them as simple line journals. And now what I'm doing is spending a little bit more time actually doing research on keywords and finding different niches, and then actually publishing these over there with nice quality covers and interiors. And I'm starting to get some sales on those. So most of my recent sales have been on some of these higher quality notebooks that I've been publishing. So I'm gonna make a couple more videos coming up in the next couple of weeks on what I'm doing over there to kind of build up my KDP low and no content notebook business. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to learn more about that stuff. Okay, the next income stream, I'm gonna breeze through the next couple because I didn't make a ton, but Spreadshirt, Redbubble, and Zazzle. So Spreadshirt has been going super slowly. You guys can kind of see in the image over here. I was doing closer to 13, 10 to 13 sales per month. And then for whatever reason, I don't know if they had some kind of algorithm change or they got de-indexed on Google and just started getting way less traffic. But there's kind of been a big drop off in terms of the income I'm generating from Spreadshirt. So this month I only sold 3 units for a grand total of $14.50 in royalties. And I haven't really uploaded anything new, so I maybe have about 800 designs. I haven't done anything different to change my Spreadshirt business, but for whatever reason, they're kind of dropping off. Now, my plan in the next couple months is to use POD Connect, which is an automation software that I have some other videos on, and actually spending time to upload my other 2,000 or so designs over onto Spreadshirt. So hopefully eventually these numbers will start to kind of creep back up, but I can already tell you guys, since now we're about to enter November, the sales are still very slow on Spreadshirt. So overall, $14.50, not a huge piece of income, but it's still something to report. Redbubble, I have been also uploading a ton of designs. So I did have 10 sales in the month of August for a grand total of $7.50 in royalties or payout. And as you guys can see here, my traffic on Redbubble has taken kind of an incremental upswing every single month since May. And the reason is because I only had maybe 50 designs live, and then I used POD Connect to automate a lot of the upload process and have been slowly adding more and more designs. So I think maybe now I'm up to about 1,500 designs on the platform. And I'm hoping to get my account back up to where my old account was, which was making anywhere from $20 to $50 a month. And now I have more designs, so hopefully we'll get to the point where this account is making, maybe closer to $50, $100 with the design catalog that I have right now. So stay tuned for that. Zazzle, I had my first sale. This is new to the income report. So I sold 1 unit, made $1, and it was from the UK market for a t-shirt. The royalty was super low. I'm not actually exactly sure why it was so low. I need to go look and see if I can adjust any of my royalty earnings there. Etsy was negative this month. So Etsy normally generates about $100 in profit for me. But I had a ton of listings expire that I actually let expire because I wanted to update the listings and move them to a different product that's a little cheaper. So some of my Etsy listings on my main general store were on a more expensive t-shirt with way too many color options, and I wanted to switch to the Gildan 64,000. And so I let a lot of my products expire, but I did have all of my renewal fees come through. So I actually had a pretty solid month, making about $640 in revenue, which is up from most months, as you guys can see down here in this screenshot. This was a higher than average month, but despite that, because I did have the renewal fees come through, my net profit was in the red. I lost $44.59 on Etsy. Now I do have 2 different Etsy stores now. I have a main general store, which is t-shirts, but from every different niche. So I publish all of my designs with Printful and Printify's the integrations. And then about a month ago, I added a second store, which is a niche store that sells stickers, t-shirts, coffee mugs, and a couple other items. And it is focused on one single niche. And so I've seen a couple of sales kind of trickle in. So I did have 1 sale over on that niche store. And that was kind of a test just to see if a niche store could outperform a general store in any way. So that was kind of the test that we ran, and we're still running. I might add 1 or 2 other stores that I'm kind of toying around with in the back of my head, but I still have a lot of work to do on these ones. So Etsy overall in the red this month. Hopefully it's going to recover in the next couple months. The last 2 income streams, affiliate income and Medium. Affiliate income kind of saved my overall royalty profitability for the month. So I made $126.16. That came from Printify's affiliate program and then BookBolt. So I actually am making small affiliate commissions each month on some of these other platforms like BookBolt. but I don't report on them in these income reports until I actually receive a payout. So this month I hit the threshold, which was $100 for BookBolt. So that got me a payout of $102.09. These are from the links on my blog posts and in the descriptions below my video. If you guys sign up for any of the things there at no extra cost to you, I get a little bit of a kickback, enough to buy a coffee. So thanks if you guys are using any of those. This is never a big focus. I just include these in my reports and in other places when I see fit, and it's only products that I'm actually using. So overall this month, affiliate income, I generated $126.16. And last but not least, with a huge earner, Medium brought in 75 cents this month. As I mentioned at the beginning of this report, not a ton of money, but I still want to report on this because these are things that I plan on hopefully continuing to grow over coming months, or at least testing. I might eventually, take this off the reports if it's not something I want to continue doing, but Medium, I have a couple articles published over there. I'll leave a link to it down below if you guys want to check out my Medium page, but it is essentially kind of a blogging platform where anyone can go sign up, become a writer, and sign up for their partner program. And when someone that's paying $5 a month for a Medium premium account comes and reads your articles, you essentially get some of the earnings, I guess, from the reading time that they spend on your articles. So this month I made 75 cents. I had 151 views, 81 reads, and that netted me 75 cents. So that is it for my income streams. That's what helped me generate the $806.56. As we talked about in this video, as the main things I've been focused on for the month of August are getting new designs created for merch by Amazon, not really doing a lot on YouTube, using the POD Connect and some other upload software to actually add to other platforms, so Seller Central, Zazzle, Redbubble, TeePublic, all of that good stuff. And I have in the background some of the ghost writing projects going on. So we already kind of covered a lot of the projects that I'm working on. But next month, I'm going to be also adding PPC to my Merch by Amazon account, so stay tuned. I'll have that next income report video with details on that in the next couple days. And then we're continuing to expand to new platforms. And I just got done all of these new print-on-demand designs and uploaded them, and we have self-publishing. So lots of exciting updates kind of in the background. Overall, it was a solid month, right in line with my average income for 2021. And we're hopefully going to see some growth over the next couple months into Q4. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you have any questions or comments or anything else, let me know down below in the comment section below. And if there's any other video content you guys want to see me talk about or go a little bit more in depth on, check that out. And finally, check the description down below for any links I talked about in this video, any links to the income reports, and subscribe if you guys want to see more about e-commerce, print on demand, or making money online. So anyway, thank you for your time, and I will see you guys in the next video.